Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a quick empties video because I haven't done one in ages. I've been saving up products for so long. I just want to throw them away and show you what I've used up and just give my little opinion on some of them, and it might help you if you want to buy some of these products. So let's get into it. So I've separated out everything into categories. So the first category I've got is eyeliner, like the felt tips, because I use the felt tip eyeliner pens. I just find them so much easier to apply than, like, say, the ones in the little ink pots or the gel ones. And Kohl I only ever use on my bottom line because it just doesn't stay to my top line as much. So I use these. I just find them easy. So last one I used up was this Cat Girl waterproof liner pen, and this came in like a Mimi box or some kind of Korean box. It was really good and it lasted a long time, so I'm not really sure how much of the price on that one was. So next one I've got is the Urban Decay ink fries. Now I do remember about this one, it dried up very quickly. I'm not sure if it just dried up or if it just ran out very quickly. It was nice, but for the price I would have expected it to last a little bit longer. And my favourite of the three is the Smashbox one. This is the Limitless Liquid Liner Pen in Jet Black. I got this from one of the CCOs, which is the cosmetic company outlets, for any of you who don't know, but I'm sure majority of people will know. They sell all like the Estee Lauder kind of brands. So you got Estee Lauder, MAC, Clinique, Smashbox, anything under that tree, and they do them a little bit cheaper just because it's an outlet. So I got it and I think I paid maybe about £15 for it, but it is a really good one and it just lasted so long. It just kept having more and more product in, but I think in the end I had to stop using it because I'd used it for like the 6 months that you're supposed to use it for, and I didn't want to use it any longer in case, you know, it got more bacteria in it and stuff. But if I wanted to, I'm sure this one had more to give in it. So for longevity, and if you want to invest in a product that's going to last, I'd go for the Smashbox and don't bother with the Urban Decay, because I think I only got like 2 months out of it at a push, and you know, because I really wanted to get my money's worth, because I'm sure it cost something like £18 or something ridiculously expensive when you can buy the Smashbox one, which was cheaper and it lasts longer. So that's eyeliners. This one I've only got one of the products, and it's a micellar. I'm not sure if it's how you say this. Is it micellar? I don't know how you say it. Micellar waters. This is the Garnier one. Now this is my favourite one. I've tried a couple of others, but I've found that this one's the best at getting your makeup off. It gets off any kind of liquid lipsticks that are really stubborn to take off, and I really like, and it doesn't kind of irritate my skin, anything like that. So I really like this one. You can usually get this one for £1. They've started selling it in Pound World. I'm not sure if they sell it in Poundland, but I've noticed it in Pound World, and occasionally they have it in Superdrug for £1. So I've seen sometimes when you go into Boots and they're like £3, don't ever pay that much for it. Always get it on offer and stock up if you can. Next one I've got is just a little sample, but it's the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser, and it's in the colour Grownland, which I think is around the 3rd kind of colour. It was really good, this. I really like that. That would be something I would be interested in purchasing. Probably go and get out a sample and see if you like it. But yeah, I remembered I got quite a good coverage out of this as well, which is really good for a tinted moisturiser. So yeah, I like that one. Next one is an almost empty, so I decided to include it in here, and it is the Essence All About Matte. I did a video on Essence a few months ago. I will link it down below, and I have hitpan.com on this one, like to the point where it's just around the outside and I'm like scraping it out. This is really good for setting your under eyes, any kind of like your T-zone that you know get oily throughout the day. I really like this powder for it. It doesn't leave any kind of white cast, anything like that. It's really good, and it's like about £3. It's so cheap, and you can buy that from Wilko or Wilkinson's. I'm not sure what it's called now, but yeah, I really like that one and will be repurchasing that. Next up are powders, and I've gone through 3. So this first one is the Wet n Wild coverall powder. I really like this, and it's really cheap as well. It's like $3 in America or something, so you can buy it like on eBay, or if you've got any if you use any kind of like the shipping forwarding companies, It's really good. I did buy it originally in the light colour, but then the second time I bought in the fair colour because it was more suited to me, because I do find that when America say they're light, to me it's more a bit deeper. It runs darker is what I'm trying to say, so I always try and get the fair if I can, and I really like it. It's only $3, what, about £2, and it's a really good powder, and that kept me looking less oily throughout the day. Next one's a powder foundation, which has got really dirty. This is the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation, and again, absolutely gone on that one. I'm in the colour R150, which is like, I think has a pink undertone to it. I do quite like it. It's not made for my skin tone. I have oily skin tone, oily combination. And the Ready, I'm sure it says it's more designed for drier skin tones, because it's a little bit more hydrating, but I do quite like it. I can get a good, you know, 5-6 hours wear without it going, you know, oily in my T-zone. And I know it's powder, you're supposed to get more wear because the powder will soak up your oils, but yeah, I think it's because it's hydrating. It does, you know, break up a little bit easier, but it's nice, and it's got really good coverage in as well, so I like it. I probably would repurchase it as well. So next one is the Estee Lauder. This is the translucent pressed powder, and I've got it in the shade 01 Light, and there was a little bit left in it, but you know, decided not to use that up and throw it away. Now this is quite expensive. This was about nearly £30, and I bought it for myself as a little bit of a treat. I don't think I'd repurchase it because it is a nice powder. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's very expensive for what it does, considering I've just talked about the Wet n Wild one, which was $3, and they do exactly the same thing. So I think powder is one of them things where you don't need to spend as much money on. Like some things like maybe like eyeliners, mascaras, you don't need to spend as much money on it to get the same kind of effect. So yeah, and I don't think this was worth it, and I won't repurchase it. Primers, I've got this BP primer. Danny from Coffee Break with Danny was raving about this, and I got a sample of it, or a little small one. It is really good, but it's not easy to find, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Next, Angel Veil by NYX. A lot of people rave about this on YouTube. And to me, I thought it was alright, but it didn't wow me. It didn't make me go, wow, I really like this primer, so I won't be repurchasing that one. So next I have a Vera Wang perfume, and this is in Glam Princess. I really like all the Vera Wang perfumes. I find them quite easy to wear, and I love that at the top they kind of have a little crown, so I keep them when I've used them. So yeah, I think you can get them like really inexpensive on Fragrance Direct, some of like the older perfumes, like not the newer releases. So yeah, I do really like them, and I would recommend the Vera Wang perfumes, especially the Princess line. They're awesome. Okay, so the next thing I've got the most of is mascaras. I've gone through loads of mascaras because I usually I always used to try and get the maximum wear out of like a mascara and use it for the 6 months that you're supposed to, but I seem to be going through them very quickly at the moment. So I have this Laura Mercier mascara. It's called the Long Lash Mascara. Didn't like this whatsoever. I probably would have only used it on my lower lashes. Didn't see any long lashes, didn't see anything from it, so I think I'd got it like in a box or something. So I'm glad, because I wouldn't have paid for that. I would have been really mad if I'd have paid for that mascara because it did nothing for my lashes. I've got the Benefits They're Real. Nice mascara. I just think it's quite expensive for what it is. I think you can get the same kind of quality through cheaper mascaras. Too Faced Better Than Sex, little mini one. Again, I quite like it, but I think it's expensive for a mascara. It's about £18, I think, £18 to £20, and I think you can get cheaper ones that do a better job, especially Maybelline. Maybelline do some really good mascaras. I got this mini Bare Minerals Lash Domination. Alright, not as good as the others, not as good as like the Too Faced, and it's an average mascara, to be honest. I don't find it's anything special, so it only got it in a kit, so I wouldn't purchase it full size. Now this is my favourite mascara. I'm sure I talked about this in one of my other videos, maybe in my Essence video, but this is the Essence Lash Princess and it's the False Lash Effect Mascara. I've got it on today. I don't know if you can tell, you know, I don't know if you can see my lashes or anything, but I've repurchased this. It's about £3.30, £3.50, and this mascara is absolutely awesome. Again, available at Wilko. Go out and get this. This is like one of the cheapest mascaras, but yet it does so much for your lashes. It goes on really well, very thick, you know, very voluminous and giving you the length. And so yeah, I love this mascara. This is like one of my favourite cheap products under £5. So yeah, I love that one. So the last thing I've got now are two primers. Now I've got the Bare Minerals Prime Time, and this has like a peachy kind of beige kind of colour to it, which is okay, but unless you cover it with your eyeshadow it will show through. I kind of prefer my eyelid primers to be like a clear or have no, you know, have no colour to them, because you know, if you kind of miss putting a bit of eyeshadow over it, it will show through. And the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Price Primer, now this is good, but I always kind of compare my mattifying kind of face primers to my Becca one, because that is amazing at soaking up all my oils. So it's good, but it's not as good as that, so I wouldn't repurchase it for that, and it was only a sample size anyway. So that was my empties. Thanks for watching. If you stuck through it with me, let me know if you've tried any of these products, what your thoughts are on them, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.